Hi, welcome to Chakshu Khurana. Today we are gonna talk about fat loss and the problems you are facing and how to navigate with them. So the first thing we see in our patients and clients and actually most of the population who are yearning to lose body weight and fat is that they take it as a short-term goal rather than a lifestyle change or a long-term goal or a habit. Now, when you look at fat loss as just something you need to do for a short time and then again getting back to your lifestyle, you just basically undo everything you did in that short period of time. So you need to develop a mindset here that it is not just a short up thing, rather than a lifestyle, because it is going to serve you in many ways. First, it would take off the burden that you are telling yourself that it is just for this limited amount of time. I would not do it after 3 months or so. I would get to eat cake, pastry, bakery, sugar, fat, whatever, which actually shows us that your diet is missing all of those things which you actually crave for, and then thereby making you eat more of processed junk after you complete your program, or again there's a chance of relapsing to junk processed. So what you should be doing here is take it as a lifestyle change. Don't just fix yourself. Quick fixes, biohacking, they do not work in a long term perspective. They will deliver you result, let's say 2 to 3 kgs of weight loss, but that weight come back again. There are so many people complaining that I was put on this diet, it's a fad, and I gained the weight again back. So this is all happening because of that. It's not about one particular food, it's about how you eat, what you eat, at what time you eat, and in the right quantity. And again, it's not only about food, it is your lifestyle. So when we look at fat loss, we have to look at your hormonal balance, which is today wreaking havocs in everyone's system. Men have their testosterone low with estrogen and progesterone high, and women have high testosterone with estrogen and progesterone. We are already getting progesterone and estrogen from estrogenics, which are plastics, soy, BPAs, cosmetics, air pollution, again, so many stuff. And we don't need a lot of xenoestrogens from all of these sources. Our food has it, pesticides, if you're not eating organic, you have like a hospital. There's so many stuff. Even if we are eating clean, the one thing is chronic stress. If you are stressing a lot, if you want to lose weight, you have a lot of pressure from the outside. But you need to understand there would be a lot of pressure, but how you navigate through it is something which is dependent completely and totally only on you. So even there is pressure, it doesn't mean you have to be trampled all over because of that. You have to face it in a resilient way. Our body can handle stress, and you, as an individual being, can handle stress and navigate through it in a right manner. Today, we have a lot of studies. There are top cardiologists, neuroscientists, everyone saying the psychosomatic effect on the body. 90% of diseases today are psychosomatic. Fat loss, which looks like a very simple thing, has a lot to do with it. People have fear of not eating out. And, what if someone saw them eating junk, bad food, and they would be categorized as such, or they would be judged, criticized for what they're eating? How do they look? I mean, it's good to look good. You should take care of how you look, how you feel, but stop basing your feeling on others' people opinion, because it keeps on changing and it is not about you. Sometimes people are happy and they would see beauty in you, and sometimes that same people is sad and they would see negativity in you, even like you are very performant, shy. So if you are on fat loss, stop beating up yourself. Stop fearing certain foods. Stop fearing, calories, counting calories in every bit of food, macros. So obsessed with that. I mean, it takes your mind space and you're constantly thinking about your next meal. Rather than that, Just focus on eating right, eating clean, whole foods, which you are eating, but just segregate that. And do not create guilt, shame, and frustration and even anger. In some cases, we have seen where people would want to harm themselves. I have received so many statements like, I just don't feel like living with myself. And what does it mean? It means I, who is in this body, using this body, is unable to live with myself. I mean, this is so deep. To navigate through this requires a lot of lifestyle factors to be in play and a lot of energy from both sides. I mean, from us and who is being, healed as well. Because, but it's a beautiful journey. And then you got to see life from different perspective. You got to lose nothing because you were already there, and then you could see everything from a different perspective, and then you come out from that way stronger than you were before. Because I mean, you saw the worst, and then you overcome that. People are suicidal because of being obese. Why is it happening? Again, as we discussed, hormonal imbalance. Now, it was not only hormonal imbalance. Stress creates hormonal imbalance, and that hormonal imbalance again would lead to stress. And then there's physical stress, there's emotional stress. Now, what else? We have discussed chemicals, pesticide, whatever, but just eat right, eat clean, eat organic. And the third thing is not having the proper amount of micronutrients in your diet. People focus mostly on what? Calories. It's not calories, it's vitamin D3, it's calcium, it's minerals, it's trace minerals, it's selenium, it's boron. It's how you build muscle. So we have micronutrients and then we have muscles. Building lean muscle, I'm not talking about big bodybuilder muscles you need. If you want to do that, again, that's a separate thing. Go and do it. But I'm talking about building lean mass, that muscle tone. Absolutely, you can build muscle. Just eat the right kind of food with that. A good protein diet with yoga. If you are advanced in yoga, you can ask your trainer. You can ask your trainer to give you some yoga asanas for holding your body in a certain position where you're sweating all over, where your muscles are actually trembling. There's simple yogasana, which is Surya Namaskar. It can also help you build muscle, but doing it the right way, taking the right food. It's not just only doing yoga and eating carb heavy meals or eating very light meal, which are just nothing. You need protein for that. And calisthenics, you can do body weight. I want you to build muscle. Let's get it straight. The point here is build muscle to lose weight. Don't focus solely on cardio. Cardio is important. Cardio is good. The name is cardio. It is good mostly for your cardiovascular health, but incorporate strength training 3 times a week at least. I want you to do strength training. I want you to challenge muscle. I want you to build muscle. Get a trainer. Get pair of resistance band. Do it at home. Do body weight push-ups, some squats. If you're unable to do it, if you are bedridden, if there's some condition, if you are disabled, you can still build muscle. There should be no excuse. If there is a will, obviously there would be a way. And I'm not demeaning or, criticizing, but, you can do it. Get a physiotherapist, learn how to do it. There are amazing websites, amazing tutorials to, learn how to. Most importantly, there would be very good physiotherapy exercises you could do if you're bedridden. General population, why are not building muscle? Focus on building muscle. I'm not telling you to get buffed or butt up, but what I mean is lean muscle tone. So your muscle would actually help you to lose weight. How? Because it decreases your metabolism, and then you'll be able to burn more calories, which you are focusing on right now, and which means you would be able to eat more food and enjoy more food, which you like. And that muscle are also linked to longevity. This is no brainer. We have muscle for a reason. I mean, God designed our body with innate healing abilities, which just need to be given the right condition and they trigger itself. So as I was speaking, that your body has muscles, use it or you lose it. You have brain, use it or just lose it. I mean, most people today are just glued to us to screen and slave to the society. They've stopped using their own consciousness, own mind, and own intuition, which has resulted in what we see today. So even we have appendix, which plays a beautiful role. The medical community can and will is with some body organs and their functions, but it has been designed in the consciousness of God. The body has been designed such that it have purpose. So muscles have purpose. Use them, build them. There is no excuse, even if you're 90-year-old. I understand, but you can start small with 1 kg, with 2 pounds of weight. Start small, but with consistency. Don't get your ego and pride in between that I want to start with 5 kgs. Start with 1 kgs and show me that for 10 days. Then go on to maybe 2 kgs or do 10 push-ups. If you're unable to do push-ups, just get on a wall. Just do 10 push-ups standing on the wall. Or you can do squats, half squats. Unable to do 5, do 3. Next time, do 5. The next day, 7. Then after a week, 10. That's how you build. That's how you challenge muscle, eating clean, good protein. High protein diets, a diet very rich in protein, just counting the macros. I mean, it looks good on paper. People may be eating a lot of things, 10 eggs, 2 liters of milk or whatever. How much of it is being digested? How much of it is by way of living? You don't need protein supplements. You don't need a lot of food to, get protein. Even if you're vegetarian, you can get sufficient amount of protein, which you need to build muscle. Focus on clean protein, your rice, your dal, your lentils, your complete protein source, peas, beans, maybe aid to milk, which is ethically and organically sourced, pasture-raised eggs. Sometimes you can do fish, organic pasture-raised beef. Again, if you are consuming seafood, make sure it doesn't have mercury in it. Then get your fiber in as well, because it also helps you to digest that and flush it out of your system, because there could be some toxic. Do this, get your basics right. It doesn't have to be complicated. Hydrate yourself good, eat water rich fruits like watermelon, organic mango, which are not injected. And then you've got a lot of variety in vegetables like okra, which is so good for your sugar levels as well, which again would help you to lose weight because of that insulin sensitivity it helps in. Thank you for watching.